Welcome to the Slick Rides Garage Express. First, I'm disconnecting the negative battery cable. The terminal is dirty, so I'll wire brush the bolt before detaching it. The transmission dipstick tube is next. With the bolt removed, I'll twist and lift the dipstick tube gently until it pops out. The rear splash shield comes off next, which gives me access to the brake line brackets. One detached from under the truck and the other from the wheel well. I'll move the brake line back and zip tie it to something solid nearby. Now I can remove the power wire cover, followed by the nut and supply wire. The trigger wire to the solenoid stays attached until I begin removing the starter, and it's easier to access. The starter bolts are here. They are easier to remove from under the truck, but I broke the top bolt loose through the wheel well. With the bolts removed, I'll work the starter out of the hole, detach the solenoid trigger wire, flip the starter over, and pull it out through the wheel well. After cleaning the starter, I'm removing the solenoid cover, being careful not to damage the rubber gasket. Now, the plunger contact and return spring are removed. Look at the wear groove, then look at both contacts. See the corresponding wear? These contacts need to be replaced. There are two nuts on the starter motor contact. I'm removing the top nut, followed by the motor supply wire. The base nut is next, followed by the washer, base, and O-ring. As I'm pushing the bolt through, I'm being careful not to damage the wire and loop attached inside at the base. It's a little tricky, however, once the loop is clear, the bolt and contact come right out. Here's a tip for you. Take the components that you removed and put them back on the stud. I'm starting first with the O-ring, followed by the base, then the washer. I'm then going to install both nuts. All of these items are put onto the stud in the order in which they were removed so I can keep track of them. Lastly, I'm removing the nut from the supply wire base, followed by the washer, base, and O-ring. This contact has a splined friction fit to the bolt so they come out together. Reassembly is reverse of removal with the following considerations. I'll wait to fully engage the supply contact until the bolt and contact are in. This way I can hold the contact flush with the rear of the solenoid housing while tightening the nut. I'll repeat this process with the other contact as well. I'll lightly grease the tip of the plunger, make sure the spring is installed, then check to make sure full contact is achieved on both sides. Lastly, I'll run both starter mounting bolts through the starter to ease installation. Now let's see how the job turned out. Looks like another solid repair by Slick Rides Garage. Thanks for watching.